Mr. Mohan Viswa, I'm coming to you. The oft repeated or the expected allegation coming in from the Congress party is that you don't have development issues to talk about, and that is why you're playing up all these differences. The promises that were made in the poll have not been fully delivered to the people of the state.
See, Anusha, as I told you earlier, it's purely a vertical split and also a Congress, a home with 40 doors now. Okay, and we have a lot of developmental activities to go in front of the people, and every department and the newspapers, if you read every day, you will come to know what are the kind of developmental activities Mr. Basaraj Bommai have done. He's almost finishing 1 year, and also Mr. P.S. Yediyurappa has been done, and also Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji. Today in Karnataka, more than 1 lakh crore worth of national highway infrastructure projects are getting constructed. Please keep this in mind. Okay, we have a lot of developmental issues. October 3rd, Bangalore Airport Terminal 2 is getting inaugurated. We have one more metro line is getting inaugurated in December. We have Shimoga Airport is getting inaugurated in December. There are a lot of developmental activities. Okay, as far as Bangalore is concerned, Mr. Bommai has given 6,500 crores under Nagarotpana Yojana. So there are a lot of developmental activities which our government has done. So we will go basis that only.
Okay. And I'll take the last word from Abhishek Banerjee and Professor Chandan Gowda. Professor Gowda, coming back to you and ending this discussion on a constructive note, as a political party, how is it that the Congress party can take care of the present situation? Because these are two very tall leaders of the Congress party with heavy political stakes behind them.
One possible route is to sit them down and convince them that if the party comes to power, there will be a power sharing arrangement. The CM's position will rotate across a period of time between the 2 or 3 claimants. I mean, that's one obvious way in which you can proceed, but it's a known method. It's been done before. It's also worked. Yeah. I don't see how else you could resolve this, because both the leaders are influential and they're both important for the party. So they'll have to reconcile.
Okay.
The terms of reconciliation I can't quite anticipate, but one obvious one is to offer them both, a shot at being CM for a period of time.
Abhishek, one last minute. What are your 2 cents on the story? I mean, you spoke about the problems within the Congress party. Do you have any suggestions for the grand old party?
Yeah, so what I would say is that the Congress should not underestimate the BJP, because the election this time is slightly different, because the BJP is now a contender in all the seats in Karnataka. Its weakness in the old Mysore region is over. Previously 60 seats, the BJP was barely there. And the Prime Minister's popularity is extremely high in Karnataka. So just like Uttarakhand slipped out of their draft because, they sent Harish Rawat to Punjab when he should have been in Uttarakhand. So the Congress needs to get its act together, and they have to stop taking this election for granted.
All right. Thank you, gentlemen. Mr. Mohan Viswa, Nagaraj Yadav, Abhishek Banerjee and Professor Chandan Gowda for joining us on the broadcast. While most experts and political opponents would say to the Congress that do not take this election for granted, I'm sure that the Congress party is listening. And let's see whether they are able to resolve this feud between these 2 top leaders of the Congress party just less than a year before the elections. With that, it's a wrap. Arunima joins you on the other side.